life. It's such a beautiful thing. It's something that is cherished with every breath we take. Often our lives fall into the routine of getting up, getting ready, and making our way to our destinations.
16-year-old Brittany Sailors,
14-year-old Paul Sampleton,
17-year-old Hope McKenzie, and 19-year-old Austin Rogers. Both worked as cashiers here. Both attended Grayson High, and both lost their lives in a crash just a couple of miles away.
Beautiful people were taken away from us far too soon. As tears flow, we remember the laughs that grew from those cherished memories, the loving personalities, and the unforgettable spirits. Catherine, Tay, Hope, Austin, Angel, Paul, and Kellis. With Catherine, I had classes. There were days when we went back and forth. In my mind, I never thought that I would look up and she would be gone. Same with Tay. It's a sudden loss. You don't expect these things. There's no warning. There's no alarm. It just happens, and when it does, it hits you, and you're at a standstill. At a standstill. I didn't know Hope well. I knew Austin a little bit, but I didn't know Hope well. But it was astounding at how many people loved and admired her.
You could walk into a room and the room would light up. She cared deeply about people, and she had this creative streak about her, and she had this love of other folks.
When she walked into a room, she was always smiling in the hallways, everywhere she went, and she just brought out the best in everybody.
I would ever so often see her walking down the hallway. Didn't even second think that she had such an impact on so many people. It was a sight to see. Seeing her gone, Austin and her gone, it hurt a lot of people. It was a beautiful thing in a somber moment. With Angel, I remember the first day I met her. I was supposed to be at football practice, but I was upstairs. Cheerleaders were practicing, and it was funny. She actually started the conversation with me, and then Lacey was there, and from then on, I just said, wow, she is an interesting person. There was no other words to describe her.
Family and friends called her by her middle name because they say it was a miracle she was born. A story of survival so touching. Fox 5 first told you about Angel 16 years ago.
It was December 1996 when we shared little Angel's story of survival. Born 3 months premature, weighing just 1 pound 9 ounces. She had a 50% chance at life. That the little girl who beat the odds was killed in an accident involving an alleged drunk driver is a devastating blow to family.
She was one of the sweetest, most kind-hearted people you ever meet, so I guess she just needed her to come up there so she can bless more lives than she did down here, even though she greatly did that.
When the news came with her, that hit. Because it was almost as if someone had taken someone that I knew personally. I knew her. I knew her smile, I knew her spirit, I knew her. And it was weird to see someone that I knew, that I laughed with, that I talked to, gone. It was weird. And then Paul, I had long graduated with him. It was just how that whole situation occurred. It was tough.
Here we are, days before Christmas. 14-year-old Paul Sampleton, getting home early from school today, walks into his home, and exactly what happens from there is unclear, but what we do know is it resulted in the teen losing his life.
He calls me every day after school, so today I just didn't get a call.
So many questions, and I could only imagine what the family, what the friends, how they were feeling. I'm sure they felt the same way I felt, when I lost, It was interesting. And then Kellis. He's a cool dude. I wish things didn't end the way they did, but he was a cool dude. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know. I can hope and pray that, that he's feeling a lot better now. But I hope somehow, some way that this video, helps you heal. Helps you slowly move on and live your life. And I don't know. This entire concept was a tad bit challenging because I didn't know how to go by doing it without opening any wounds. If anything, I wanted to give people something to look at and remember and reflect on beautiful lives that have been lost. I, in no way, shape, or form did I want to offend anybody or upset anyone, so it was quite challenging to put everything together, so it was tough, figuring out what to use, what not to use, how to go by doing this and that. It was tough, but it came out beautifully.
Never forget you, I will always love